I went to the hospital for my routine appointment, and then out of nowhere, I had to have an emergency C-section at 24 weeks. He was 1 pound, 9 ounces. He was in the NICU for forever. I didn't get to hold my son for probably a month. I feel like you're supposed to protect your children and be the one to comfort them and all that, and you can't do that. He was in the hospital for 485 days before discharge. You think it would be easier each day going through it, but it was harder. He had 5 surgeries on his brain shunt. That's how we now today have a trach and a feeding tube. Therapy comes, we have someone here every day, and it's mentally a lot. I was laid off the day of our son's last surgery. I tried to keep positive for my children and everyone around me. I'm used to just being the mom that takes care of everything and not needing anything. Having D3, I've had to ask a village.
You're getting ready for this new, bundle of joy, and you get this devastating news, and now you're here at the hospital. Families are not prepared. They're not prepared to stay.
I was introduced to an organization, There with Care, and that organization literally helped in so many ways that I can't explain it. From being able to feed my kids, to diapers for my son, to being able to keep my house clean.
The first thing that comes to their mind is just to be here for their children. Or sometimes families make decisions what to do with their work. Do they have to stop working? Do they have to take a leave of absence? But yet there's also the stress of, but payments need to be made. There's, how do we put food on the table? How do we keep the routine going with our children? It impacts the whole family.
You still want to have a normal life. You still want to go, even if it's to take your kids to get an ice cream at McDonald's. You want to try to be as normal as possible. Each month that we got our delivery from There with Care, that was helping me because I could use the money that I would need for diapers and clothes. We used it for the rent. There with Care literally helped us with everything. Toothpaste, toothbrushes. They even helped us with laundry soap. I mean, that helped our family so much to just know, we have snacks at the door. We're able to breathe for another week.
When I'm talking to these families about a There with Care referral, about what that could look like for them, gas assistance, food bags delivered to the hospital, grocery items, diapers, toiletries, their faces just light up, and it's a wave of relief over them.
It's heartwarming to see that There with Care go out their way to make sure that these families have what they need. I can't stress that enough.
It gives them comfort that there's people in the community that also care for them during their stressful time that they're here for.
There with Care fills in as kind of that friend who would be dropping off things at your house when you're going through a difficult time.
They're amazing people. Even the little messages on the bags, we want to meet all of them and just give them a big hug because they helped us a lot.
They're accountable. They're consistent. They show up. They care. And it feels like I'm working with family.
If it wasn't for There with Care, I'm telling you, I don't know where we would be. They're There with Care. They mean what they say.